Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing this beautiful Wednesday morning, family? Here on Team Effort Network, you have dialed into the Team Effort Lifestyle Call. Welcome, 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 family. I want to ask you something this morning. You're listening. Will someone please tell me what is Wednesday in Team Effort Network? What is Wednesday?
Hey!
This is
Hey! Cow.
Yes, it is indeed. Yes, it is. And for the last 11 years, I'm pretty sure it's going on 12 now, texts have gone out nonstop for the last 11 years. It's like Mr. Mel Gill says. I know that they've gone out for the last 11 years. Did you receive one this week or today? Yes, you did. If you shared what we were doing, if you just told one or two people what you are doing, I'm pretty sure they decided to be in business with you, which means you are smiling today. So yes, it is. Play it here in Team Effort Network. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your host, Pastor Denise Dale, along with my business partner, Pastor Dale Whitener. And the line is open. Let's do like Mr. Mel Gill. So give your name, family. Shout out where you're calling from.
Vicky Soto, Louisville, Kentucky.
Vicky, welcome, welcome, Vicky. How are you this morning?
I'm great, and I'm canvassing right now, so all I can say is vote for Orlando.
Has the email gone out yet? I can't get it to my AOL. Has the email gone out yet?
There's a recap that mentions it, and, I'm going to start early. I'm going to tell everybody, you want to go see Mickey, you want to go see Mickey, let's go to Orlando.
I'm waiting for the email. I'm trying to get my AOL all morning. It just won't act right. Well, Vicky, welcome to the call. Good to have you here with us this morning. Family, who else is with us this morning? Go right ahead and introduce yourself.
Sheila McDuffie, Atlanta, Maryland.
Good morning, Miss Sheila McDuffie. Good morning, Terry Whitener. Welcome, family, who else is with us this morning?
Thank you, Sugar, California.
Woohoo! Coach Easter, how are you?
Woohoo! Doing great. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Great job on the call last night.
It was popping last night.
It was popping. It was too hot. Welcome, family. Who else is with us this morning? Go right ahead. Introduce yourself.
Lloyd from Oakland.
Woo! Hey, Lloyd from Oakland. How are you, sir?
Fine and blessed. How are you?
Boy, you sound blessed this morning, sir. I hear it in your voice.
We miss you on the cruise.
Oh, be quiet, Lloyd. Be quiet. Anyway, I say that. Be quiet.
I represent it for you. That's okay.
Hello? Hey, Jesse, down on the phone? Yes,
I represent it for you.
Yes, you did, Jesse. Thank you, sir. So we have some training to do, right, Jesse?
Absolutely.
Yes, good morning. Good morning. How are you? There's someone else calling in with us.
I'm great. My name's Eloise Whitner. I was also on the cruise.
Yes, you were, Eloise. Well, Eloise, we're looking forward to hearing from you today.
Oh, good.
Yes,
Should I give my testimony now?
No, ma'am. I'm going to let you know when to come on. Now, I'm going to want you to wait until I call you on, okay? Thank you.
That's great.
That's right. Well, welcome, family. Who else is with us? Go right ahead and introduce yourself.
Right now,
California.
Carolina.
Carolina's in the house. Welcome, welcome. Oakland, California. Carolina's in the house. Is that my beautiful Tatlow?
It is.
Good morning, lady. How are you?
Morning, darling. I'm fantastic. How you doing?
Oh, girl, look, I tell you, so many wonderful things happen in Team Effort Network. I don't know what I'm going to do, Pat. I don't know what I'm
about the same way. I'm spinning from one way to the other. Boy, thank you for cell energy, Mel and Amy.
Right.
I needed that boost.
Didn't we all?
Yeah.
Welcome, family. If you haven't done so already, please give us your name. Where are you calling in from?
Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn, New York is in the house. Brooklyn, New York is in the house. Mr. Paul Jackson's in the house. From Maryland, who else is with us this morning?
Long Island, New York.
Woo-hoo! Long Island, that old round event is in the house. How are you, sir?
Thank you.
Blessed, thank you.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Who else do we have with us this morning?
Delma Williams, Walterboro, South Carolina.
Woo, South Carolina. How are you, Pastor? How are you doing this morning?
Thank you. Thank you.
You sound great. I love that passion in your voice this morning, Pastor. Who else is with us? Go right here. I'm going to mute out in just a few seconds. Who's with us? Go ahead.
Long Island, Washington, D.C., Dale Crocker.
Woo! Well, good morning, sir. How are you? Welcome.
All callers are muted.
Folks in the house calling from around the globe. You know, we had two powerful calls last night either. So, family, look, you got to get your guests and your friends on these calls. So many great things are being shared. It's just keeping us pumped. I mean, I don't know, between the calls and cell energy, I don't know what's going on. I don't know whether I need to put the cell energy aside or just take a break on the calls. I don't know which one. But it's like nonstop excitement and passion. And you're just hearing so many wonderful things that our vitamin sprays are doing for people around the globe. And you have to really tune in to hear these life-changing testimonies and exactly what's happening here in Team Effort Network. And we have a beautiful testimony that we have. Someone's going to share with us on the call today. But before we bring her on, I want to stop right here and bring on my business partner, One Star, Pastor Dale. Are you there, sir?
I am here. Hello. Welcome, everybody.
We had some great calls last night. I love the way you broke down that compensation plan for us last night, sir.
Well, Mr. T had a great call, had great people on those calls, and we got some new testimonies of how the product is being worked and used.
Yeah, I heard that. I don't know if anyone heard that one. We're not even going to say what that one was, but there was a testimonial. Anyway, go ahead, Pastor Dale. You talk about that one.
There's a testimony about how the product is being used, unlike we've ever heard before. So, so that's why I'm so interested to get people on as many calls as you possible can. Of course, you have our morning calls, Monday to Friday. But then on Tuesday nights, you have 2 additional calls with the Show Me the Money call with Mr. T at 8 o'clock on Tuesdays Eastern Time and Thursday Eastern. And Pat Lowe's call at 9 o'clock Eastern on Tuesday and Thursday. So you have enough calls to get people on to stay interested in the business. We're working on some other things as well to help you be able to send some people to live broadcasts and things of that nature. So just remember that the object is to get people before the presentation. Mm-hmm. Whether it's a live presentation or if it's a brief presentation that's done, in 15 or 20 minutes on a call, the idea is to get them in front of the information so that we can follow up, take their temperature, and lead them to some more information, or in some cases, that's enough information for them to say, hey, listen, I want to join this. So get as many people as you possibly can to these calls, because these calls changing dynamics, and they have different testimonies and different people on the call all the time, and these calls really, really help you to build your business. So we're excited about what Mr. T is doing, what Pat Lowe's doing, and what we're doing in the morning, and we're always looking for better ways to get the message of this company and its product to more and more people. So stay tuned for more information that's coming. Well, we have some exciting guests on the call, Pastor D. You want to give us a little idea of who we have and how we come to know us?
We really do, and this is another great benefit from going to the big events. We hear each other on the phone, on the call in the morning, on the morning call, the Team Effort Lifestyle call, on Pat Lowe's call, on Mr. T call. We hear all these great, wonderful, beautiful people from around the world sharing their testimony. But the big events is when we get to all come together, meet each other face to face, and sit and look each other eye to eye and just embrace one another. And you meet all these wonderful, incredible people. And we met this beautiful couple in San Francisco, and she shared her testimony with me, and I thought, my goodness, this is the beauty behind our products, that we just hear in people's lives. It's literally being changed as a result of taking these vitamin sprays. And I said, Eloise, you have got to be on the call and just share it with everyone, because I know everyone that was at San Francisco didn't hear her story, but I had the privilege of hearing her testimony and just had to bring her to the call so you can hear what these vitamin sprays have done for her life, her and her husband. So let us welcome to the call from Shreveport, Louisiana, Miss Eloise Litton. Eloise, are you there?
I'm here.
Well, good morning.
I'm feeling great too. Good morning. Would you like me to go ahead and start?
Yes, you go right ahead.
Okay. Well, I kind of have a long story because I've had a lot of problems in my life, and they all started about 8.5 years ago. I had 2 bones broken in my neck that had cut all the way through my spine. They said I should have been paralyzed, but anyway, that's not my real story. They took bone out of my pelvic area, and they put that in my neck. And when they did, they messed with my hip and all. That's what caused all my problems. And from that, I couldn't walk. I was on a walker for a while, and even since this 8 years ago, at different times, I have to use a walking cane because I can't put all this weight on my right leg. And between that, I ended up with a spinal stenosis in my lower back plus my neck, and I had a lot of back pain. And then I also ended up with fibromyalgia, osteoarthritis. And so the quality of my life has just been poor for like over 8 years. Mm-hmm. But then, he joined this and he got into it, so I started doing the vitamins. And I just did not want to ever be without my vitamins now. I just love these 10 products. And since I got on them, it had been 2 years, I did a bone density test. I went back to my arthritis doctor, and he did another bone density test. And we looked at it, and he was amazed at my results just in 4 weeks. He said, because I had bad bones, and he said, my bones in my back, he said, your bones are normal. And he said, your hips went from a 1 point to a 4 point. He said, they're almost normal. He said, you can now start exercising and you can start walking, but just don't jump up and down. And so, that was the best news that I had ever heard, because knowing that, my bones, I was having good bones again. But I don't have any pain anymore. I was doing all this time, I would do injections. I was taking Lortabs. And then I started doing the injections where they put me under. And all in between all of that, I was having to take Lortab for pain. I was not able to clean my house different times. Never was I able to clean my whole house. And there was times I couldn't cook a meal. I get up in the mornings and I may sit in my chair from 10 to 10:30 before I could ever really feel like going in and just fixing breakfast. Some days I didn't even cook a meal. And as for shopping, I didn't shop. My husband did the shopping. And as for going out buying clothes, I did very little of that because if I would get from the front of the store to the back, that was all I could do. So I've had a lot of problems, but since I've been on these 10 products, I have no pain. The pain in my hip is gone. I have not been able to lay on my right side from the time they did my surgery. Now I can lay on my right side. And also I have COPD. And since I've been on these products, I don't use inhalers anymore. It's just, this is what helped me in so many ways. Maybe it's hard for people to believe that, but other people that know me and around me, they see such a difference in me. I'm smiling all the time. I'm happy. My house is clean. I thought about having somebody come in and clean my house, and I was thinking, because I knew I couldn't do it, and I thought, I don't know if I can afford to pay somebody to come in here and spend 2 or 3 days trying to get my house back like I wanted. And then after I was able to do it, I thought, man, why did I think that away? Because, gosh, I got up and did it in 1 day. I wouldn't have had to pay somebody for 2 or 3 days to do what could be done in 1 day. And I work at my fly beds now. I can bend over and get anything off the floor. And I've also noticed that my husband asked me to read a phone number on his phone, and I didn't have on my glasses. And I read that phone number, and I've never been able to do that without my glasses. And I've noticed, too, watching TV at home, I can see this small print now. I used to could not see that without my glasses on. So these vitamins they've helped my eyesight. They've helped my COPD. I know I don't have any inflammation anymore. And I know my bones are healed, so I just couldn't be without it. And I've got my life back. I feel like I hadn't felt this good probably in 10 years. And I tell everybody, I feel good, I smile. And when I would go to church, people would see me. I would just be hopping around like, putting on my weight on my left side because I couldn't put it on the right. Sometimes I could barely sit in church. Sometimes I'd have to put a book up under my right leg to try to get off my heel. And they see me in pain. They see me when, I couldn't smile. I I was just there, and that's about all it was. And they see a difference in me, and they're starting to ask me, and I've already got a couple of ladies at church. I didn't try to get them to do this. They come and ask me, well, tell me about what you're doing, and what can I get some of those vitamins? And so people are coming to me, just for that. And my youngest son, well, his wife was, what happened was we went to a ball game, and my son hadn't been around me because he's always working. He's a boat captain, so he's never home. He works several weeks at a time out. And so he come in, and we went to a ball game to my granddaughter's state championship, and he says, Mom, let me take your chair. And I said, oh, I got this. And we had to walk a long ways. I walked a long ways. We watched the game. I got in the chair and went back to the car. Got up the next day. We went back again, and I didn't miss a beat. I just kept going. I have so much energy now, and I can walk and walk. I can do anything. And he told his wife, he said, I want you to find out what Mama's doing, and I want you to do it. He said, I am tired of you being tired all the time and wanting to sleep. And that made me feel really good because my kids are noticing such a difference in me. But I've got my life back, and I am so thankful that I have learned about these vitamins. And I want everybody to, get to know what these vitamins are and start using them. I would love to see everybody feel good.
Eloise, this is one thing we just continue to hear over and over as people begin to share the testimony is they got their life back. I got my life back. Here I was sitting around not able to do this, not able to do that. And just for a short period of time of being on the vitamin sprays, you're able to do things you haven't been able. Now, you said that the conditions that you had spinal sclerosis, right?
Spinal stenosis.
Okay, and
it was in my very low back and also my neck. Spinal stenosis.
Okay, and then you said you had COPD. You had osteo. Say it again.
Right.
Okay.
Osteoarthritis.
Osteoarthritis.
And then, they took the bone out of my pelvic area, and so they cut that muscle. I don't know if the muscle ever heals. I don't really know what happens about that. But I do go back and talk to the doctors to see if I could ever go back and do something, have another surgery to kind of fix my hip, and they said there was nothing that could be done. So I knew I was going to have to live the rest of my life with all this pain. But I see now I don't need that. And I called my doctor. I called my doctor's office yesterday. I did get a vitamin D check, and it was 30 here before we went to come to San Francisco. And I called to see if they had a check on my vitamin D before then. They said, we've never had a reason to check your vitamin D. I said, or any of the vitamins. I said, well, we did. We just didn't know it. But I said, I know now that I do need to know what my vitamin levels are. And so I'm going to start, keeping a check on that. I know as long as my levels are up where they're supposed to be, I'm going to feel way, way better than what I have felt in the past 10 years or 8.5 years.
So, Eloise, you were dealing with all that for like the past 10 years, correct?
Well, it's close to it. Well, I was having problems even really before I had my surgery. So, yeah, I've been in pain. I've been in severe pain.
Severe pain and for so 8 years. And you've been taking medications.
I'm getting off of medications. It's like my cholesterol. Also, I forgot that. When I went in, my cholesterol was what it was supposed to be. And there's another one I'm working on now. It's my thyroid, and I know the vitamins are supposed to help it. But I feel like maybe I haven't been on this long enough for my thyroid to, get where it's supposed to be. And I just started to sell energy while we were in San Diego. I hadn't been on it, but I just started that. So I feel like I will probably be able to get off my thyroid medicine, and then I have to take medicine for acid reflux. And I have Barrett's disease, and Barrett's disease can turn into cancer, is what my doctor told me. And I'm hoping, and I'm not hoping, I know these vitamins are also going to take care of that, where I don't have to worry about that anymore, and I can get off of that. Because I know all these vitamins are going to heal they're going to heal me, and I do know that, just from what I've already gone through in just a short period of time.
Now, Eloise, which sprays are you taking? Which vitamin sprays are you taking?
I'm taking all 5 of them now. I was only taking the 4. I'm taking the Boost, the Slim, the D, and the Super 10. And while we were in San Diego, San Francisco, I'm sorry. I started on the cell energy, but I've been on those now, like, say, 2 months, all total. So maybe just a very little bit over 2 months. It's not much. But I will be 65 years old June the 13th. And I know there's not many people that can do and keep up with me. My daughter-in-law said, she said, you were ahead of us at the ball game. She said, we weren't even keeping up with you. Because Jenny kept telling you to slow down, slow down. I was going off leaving them. You know, here, this is my kids. And so, and that makes me feel good, you know, knowing I can do all of this. And I do have my life back. And I feel so good. And I let everybody know how good I feel. They can see it in my face how good I feel. Because you can't help but just smile all the time. Because you just, you know, you're never down. It's just like your whole outlook on life is just totally different. Everything's good about it.
Boy, that's beautiful. So that's what it's all about. And you're 65 years young, and you're running around, and your children can't even keep up with you now. And you've only been on the spray for what, 2 or 3 months?
No, it hasn't been 3 months, maybe 2 months. Even when I was on it 4 weeks, I was already doing great. But now, I mean, I'm just way up there now. It's been 2 months, just barely over 2 months, and so my kids can't keep up with me. But they weren't trying to keep up with me when I've been on it 4 weeks, because I said my kids is, you know, they got their life. And then my youngest son, he's always worked, and he works. He's a boat captain, so he's gone several weeks at a time. I have another son he's disabled, but no, my kids have seen such a difference in me.
Well, anyways, let us bring Pastor Dale in to see if he has anything that he want to ask you. But I'm telling you, just hearing the fact that you were dealing with pain medication and injections and COPD and arthritis and all these conditions you had been dealing with, and just the pain that you were suffering, and then within 4 weeks of taking the vitamin sprays, you are pain-free. And I understand you're not taking any more injections or pain medication?
Oh, no, ma'am. No Lortab. I don't need a Lortab. I don't need an injection. I don't need any of that stuff. I'm through with it.
Well, Pastor Dale, where are you, sir? You have anything for Eloise?
I tell you, that is amazing testimonies that you're sharing with us. And let me ask you, Eloise, when you first started taking the product, did you believe that these products would work when you heard about these products? I mean, were you skeptical about these products working, and how long was it before your skepticism left?
Well, I wasn't sure they were going to work, but my husband started on them before I did, and he started losing weight. So I thought, man, I need to lose a few pounds myself. And so I said, I'm going to try it. But I kept seeing him lose weight, and I was just thinking the weight was really all I was going to get out of it, maybe lose weight. I had no idea it was going to take my pain away and take care of my other problems. I had no idea. I never even thought about that. I would have never imagined that if anything could ever take my pain away. I thought I had that for the rest of my life, and I had learned to live with it, and I thought that's how I'm going to have to live the rest of my life, is in all this pain. But I've never that I could have been paralyzed, and I said, well, it's better to have this pain than to be paralyzed, so I learned to live with it. But now I don't have to live with pain. Is it over?
No, go ahead.
Wow. I tell you, that is just an amazing testimony. And as we notice, more and more people that are using the product are having different types of results as a result of using the product. And you guys are way down in Shreveport, Louisiana. I'm looking forward to coming seeing you guys down there. I got a lot of family in Shreveport. And, we're excited about what's taking place in your health. And aren't you glad that you have your health back?
When you don't have your health, you don't have anything, because I did not have any kind of quality life at all. I mean, when you just sit at home all the time, you can't do anything, you can't go anywhere, and it's terrible, And my favorite thing to do is to cook big meals. I love to cook, and I love to cook big meals, like all the holiday meals. Every holiday I always come around, I had to cook, and I like to cook all of it. I couldn't do it anymore. And when I would even try to do like Christmas or Thanksgiving, I'd have to work on it about 4 days, and I still couldn't do everything. And now I don't have any problem. I can get up, knock it all out just real quick like I used to when I was young. I feel young again. I don't feel like an old 65-year-old woman. And that's not old. I shouldn't be saying old. Well, when I was young, I thought it was old. But I don't even think 70 and 80 is old anymore. And I can't see myself ever feeling like I'm ever an old person. And I don't think I ever will. I'm staying on my vitamins. I love them.
Well, Eloise, I know your husband is just as excited as you, and I hear him in the background. Can he come to the phone and say hello to everyone?
Yes, he can. Hold on.
Hello.
And Pastor Danny.
Hey, how you doing today?
We are doing great, sir. Loving your wife's testimony. I know you are happy to see that she is doing so much better. Just wanted to hear you sharing that and hear your excitement about the vitamin sprays as well.
Oh, yeah. I tell you what, I'm a little bit older than her, about, a year or two, and I can get around and do things that a lot of probably 20-year-olds can't. And I really thoroughly enjoy the vitamins, and I take them religiously. And I tell you what, I don't even need a stranger, but you know how it goes in pastoral work anyway. There's not a stranger out there. And the Lord's been good about introducing me to these products. I've had a lot of great response from them, and I just, her being able to do what she can do now actually makes our marriage better.
Wow.
Because we're a lot happier together, and we get along a lot better. And I'm not saying we used to fight and fuss, but with her feeling good, it makes me feel better. And
wow.
And your attitudes about life was a lot better. And we do. We really enjoy it, and we enjoyed meeting people. We had a great trip to San Francisco. Met a lot of good people, including yourself, and just loving what we're doing. I mean, it's not just about making money. It's about helping people and getting stuff out to people's lives. And we've had a lot of good response here in Shrimpville with people helping people's lives. And matter of fact, I was on the phone yesterday with Barry, and there's a lady here in Shreveport. We don't even know how she heard about the products, but we're going to meet with her, and she called the home office to get somebody to contact her. So we know the word is getting out there, and anybody that at least won't try the products, I feel sorry for them because of what it can do for them. And you try to get them to try them, and some people's not, but later on they're going to see what it's doing for people, and they're really going to get on these products. And it's just straightforward. It's all I can see out of this. I mean, it's just a great answer, and it's just a wonderful time to put people in these products and see how well it helps them. But we really enjoy that. That's the main thing I got to say. I mean, neither one of us would do without it. And the people we've gotten on it, they'll tell you the same thing. And we haven't had any, not one negative review about the product.
Wow. Well, Pastor Dale, you have anything with Pastor Danny?
Well, Pastor Danny, it was great meeting you down there in at San Francisco. And you guys have such an amazing story, and I'm loving what I'm hearing. You're saying not only is her health getting better, not only is she feeling better, your marriage is better, you guys are able to do more things together. I mean, that is an amazing testimony as to what products are doing in people's lives. And to have you guys, down there pastoring in as you said, in Shreveport, there is no stranger. So share to as many people as possible, because you have something in your hands that's going to really, really make a difference in their lives. Thanks so much for sharing on the call today.
That was great. That was
we're going to put people on y'all's call, too.
Okay. Well, that's priceless. You hear that testimony? That is priceless. He said his marriage is even doing better. The attitude towards life is better because you're healthier, you're doing better. And remember, everyone that's listening, we can't make any claims that these vitamin sprays can heal or cure any condition or disease or sickness that you may have. But what we can do is let you listen to these life-changing testimonies of what these vitamin sprays are doing in the life and for the health of so many. Pastor Danny and Eloise, your testimony is priceless. It is priceless. It's beautiful, and it's just so good within a short period of time of taking these vitamin sprays that your whole life is turned around for you and your entire family. It was such a joy meeting you two in San Francisco. And again, that is the beauty behind these big events. You get to meet these wonderful, beautiful people and to connect with them and to grow with them. And thank you for being here today and sharing your story. Thank you both.
We thank you, and thank you for asking us. And y'all be blessed.
Yes, thank you, sir. Well, family, I tell you, I know you have heard something today. You heard Pastor Daddy say people are finding out about these vitamin sprays, and they came looking for them. And it's like Eloise said, because she's doing better. Her life is the story. Her life is a testimony. People see that she's doing better, that she's getting around, that she's smiling more, that she's enjoying life more. And they're saying, what are you doing? I want some of that. And this is the beauty behind what we have. We truly are changing people's lives one spray at a time. But I have another, beautiful announcement. Listen, you're going to want everyone on this call this coming Friday. You're going to want everyone on this call this coming Friday because there's nothing like hearing from the visionary. Now, if you didn't make it to San Francisco and you didn't hear the heart of Mel Gill or Amy Gill, guess what? You're going to have the privilege of hearing from the CEO of this company this coming Friday. Yes, Mr. Mel Gill himself is going to be our speaker on the call this Friday. So get the word out right now. Get your guests on. Get your people on. Get your friends on because there's nothing like hearing from the visionary, the very one that God gave this vision to. You're going to hear from him this coming Friday. So invite your guests and your friends to be a part of that. Well, Pastor Dale, do you have anything to say before we go out to Atlanta, Georgia with one-star Kevin Vaughn with our quote for today?
Well, you guys want to definitely stay tuned in to the calls as we have these different testimonies on the call. And if you're not able to get on the calls and catch them live and your team is not able to get on there, make sure you go to the posting on our Facebook page and get the recording, listen to the recording. These calls will help everybody in your team. Everyone in your team is going to run across people who have conditions and some similar conditions to some of the people you're hearing on these calls. And instead of calling us and saying, hey, do you know anybody who has a problem with fibromyalgia? Get on the call or get the recorded listening and plug that call into the person who has it. Because it's best to get the testimony from the person who actually has health has improved versus getting the third and fourth party. So make sure that if you're not on the calls, you get on the recorded version of the call so you can get this information to your team. Everything you get should be passed down to your team so that everybody will get the same information and we can grow this company and grow this business exponentially. Kevin Vaughn, one star.
Hey,
welcome to the future, my business partner. How you doing? Can you hear me okay, Pastor Denise Pastor Dale?
Yes, sir. Kevin, how's it going,
great.
Sir?
Oh, man, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, all across the planet, I'm so excited. I tell you, you guys get me singing all the time. I just got to get this out again today. You got to give the body. Give the body what it wants. Woo, you got to give the body what it wants, ladies and gentlemen. Pastor Dale, Pastor Denise have been teaching this all along that you got to give the body what it needs. And guess what? The body will respond and take care of the healing. I love it. I love it, without a doubt. You know, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, I got another tip for everybody. I got another powerful tip right now. Everybody in the United States, you better talk to every marriage counselor on the planet about these sprays. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. I'm going to be talking to some in Atlanta. You better talk to every marriage counselor in your area about these sprays, and believe me, the rate of non-divorce will go down. I tell you, isn't that wonderful? And people are going to stay together, leave more because they're going to have their sprays. People ain't crazy. They just need some more sprays, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, so just all talk to the marriage counselors out there. That's just a tip, Pastor Dale, Pastor Denise, for everybody, because y'all get me thinking about everything.
Hey, look, Kevin.
Get me think more.
Hey, look, Kevin, after hearing that testimony last night on Mr. T. Somebody Money Call.
Yes, exactly. That kind of triggered it last night. That was very, very powerful, ladies and gentlemen. And the only thing I can say about that, he's not on the chemicals anymore. That's for sure. That is for sure. But ladies and gentlemen, we are so excited for those who made San Francisco. It was great to see every everybody. And I tell you, Eloise, you are amazing. You and your husband. It was great to meet you guys out there. And I'm just so proud of you and so excited, very humbled to be on the call with everybody because the life's changing. Pastor Dale, Pastor Denise talk about this all the time, and Pastor Dale just talked about it, but it's about the people. As you know, Pastor Denise, it's all about the people's lives being changed. More than anything else, we want to see lives change. Ladies and gentlemen, everything else is secondary. When those lives are changed, and Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, when you hear somebody smiling more, excited more, playing with their grandchildren, their children, and doing more than they ever did before, cleaning their home, cooking because they love to do it anyway, that's exciting. That's exciting. That's one reason, one of the major reasons, outside of Mel and Amy Gill, that's the second reason, really, why we're in the business today. I'm just so excited. We can talk more about. Are you ready for some serious quotes today, Pastor Dale, Pastor Denise?
Yes,
are you ready?
Sir.
Are you ready?
Sir. Let's hear it. Power up.
And Mr. T last night was off the chain. That was a powerful call. Pat Lowe's call, all the calls are just amazing, just amazing. Guys, I want you to take this to the next level. Here we go. We're going to hear quotes from Steve Jobs, Malcolm X, and Queen Latifah today. Hey, Steve Jobs, one of the visionaries of our time, ladies and gentlemen, he says, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. I love it. I think most of us on this call know what we're supposed to be doing with 10. Hey, Malcolm X said, the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. Come on now, right now, today. Right? Don't worry about what happened yesterday. Don't worry about what's coming up tomorrow. Prepare for it today. The last quote of the day, may you be encouraged today. May you be excited today. May you be taken to the next level today comes from Queen Latifah. Dreams become reality when we put our minds to it. Woo! Let me read that one again. Dreams become reality when we put our minds to it. Back to you, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale. You guys have a powerful and productive day today.
That's so true. Dreams do become reality. They really, really do. And I always like to say, one person's words become another person's dream. I know that the testimony that you heard today shared through Eloise has really just inspired you and encouraged you, and should make you want to go out and tell someone about these sprays. I know that you know someone in your life that's dealing with COPD or dealing with arthritis or depression or weight loss. I know that you know someone that's going through something that you've heard on this call, and just to think that these vitamin sprays just may be the solution of what they're looking for. Eloise says she got her life back. She's living again.
Powerful.
And I understand exactly what she's saying. I got my life back, and I'm living again. I'm breathing again. I'm running. I'm playing with my kids. I'm doing wonderful things. Got the strength and the energy to do it. And that's the beauty behind these vitamin sprays. So share, family. Share. And the results are so quick. Forgive me, she was dealing with medications for 7, 8 years and pain for 7, 8 years. And just in 4 weeks. In 4 weeks, no more injection, no more pain. Family, do you hear that? Please tell folks about these sprays. Please tell them. And look, be on the call tomorrow, but make sure you're letting everyone know about this Friday's call. We want to hear from Mel Gill. We want him to come and just continue to share his vision and what he sees, where we're going in 10, and what's happening, what has already happened. So be here on the call tomorrow, yes, of course, but make sure you invited your guests tomorrow and for Friday to hear CEO Mel Gill share his heart with 10. Team Effort Network. And Pastor Dale, this Saturday, we have somewhere we're going to be this Saturday. Don't we, Pastor Dale? Are we going to be somewhere this Saturday?
Woo! Coming up, isn't it?
Absolutely. Get everybody you know, everybody you want to know. You want to get them down to Greensboro, North Carolina. We're going to be in Greensboro, North Carolina. And we're going to be with Pat Lowe and Ed and their team, Cheryl Church, all of those folks down there doing a great meeting. And so you want to get as many people as you possibly can to that event. You can check for the address and information on our Facebook page, and Pastor Denise can give them all that details. But we're going to have an exciting time in North Carolina. We got a chance to meet with a core of their team in San Francisco. And really, really excited about going down there and being part of that amazing group there that Barry Ackel has there in between Virginia and North Carolina. It's going to be an amazing, amazing ride. So we're looking forward to it. Get everybody down there. If you know anybody within the hour driving, within an hour or 2 hour driving of Greensboro, North Carolina, get them to the meeting. It's going to be a powerful meeting. I guarantee it.
And Vicky Soto is coming in from Louisville, Kentucky. So Vicky Soto, sorry, Apple.
That's
a lot of great
jump.
leaders are going to be there in North Carolina this coming Saturday. And Dolores Williams, sweetheart, if you're listening, if you can post a flyer on the Tenacious Generations page, it would be appreciated. But this Saturday, yes, North Carolina, be there, family. But thank you all for being here today. It's been an incredible story. Eloise, your testimony is just incredible. It's just one on my heart. Everyone who's heard today is going to share this story, and it has been recorded. Thanks to Terry Whitener in Chino Hill, California. He records these calls for us every day. My goodness. He records this call. He records the Show Me the Money call. He records the Spanish call. He records Pat Lowe. All these calls he's recording. He makes like a little video of them all. So just tune in to these calls. Just click and listen and just enjoy what's being done here in Team Effort Network. And be back on the call tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific and 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hear more great things that's happening here in Team Effort Network here on the Team Effort Lifestyle Call. Well, family, go out there, take action, make it happen, get rid of those bad habits, change those old bad habits. And you know what? In order to change a habit, your desire must be greater than your fear. So don't fear what you can't do, but know what you can do. Go out there and make it happen. Believe in yourself. Dream big. Make it happen. And love and live life to the fullest because it's there for you to do so. Be back on the call tomorrow. I love you. And know this, family, you are loved. And you are appreciated. God bless you all.